Right, let's see if this is working. Probably not worth getting the green screen up for like 10 minutes. So, let me just check my mic is working first. Yeah, that's working, that's good. Okay, so as you can see, absolutely terrible. Possibly the worst tipping round ever. I don't know if I've done worse than this. Maybe I have previously. I've been tipping since 2018, I think. So maybe I've done worse at some point, but this is definitely the worst this season, and maybe the worst ever. I tipped Sydney against Saints. Took a risk. I thought maybe they could do it because the Saints had lost their form in the last few rounds, and I thought, oh, maybe this could be the game where Sydney could bounce back a little bit. I was wrong about that. Went for the Bulldogs against Port Adelaide again, big risk. I know Port had won 9 in a row. They were the real deal. I knew this before that game, but I took a risk because I thought, hey, I like what I saw against Geelong for the Dogs, and I thought, hey, even though they missed the last quarter and lost it, but maybe they can learn from that and consistently compete with Port Adelaide. I was wrong. Port Adelaide had a great second half and shut that game down. Although the Bulldogs didn't play that badly. I got this wrong, but I'm not angry about that. I'm a Hawthorn fan, so I'm happy to get Hawthorn wrong if I tip against Hawthorn. But yeah, we beat Brisbane. What a huge win! One of the shocks of the season. One I got right was the obvious one. Adelaide beating West Coast. I mean, anyone could have seen that one coming. Maybe not the margin being this big, but anyone could have seen it coming. Tipped Freo against Richmond. I thought, hey, Freo are back on form, doing a bit better. Maybe they could beat Richmond at home. No. No. They lost it in the first 3 quarters. They fought back well, but in the end, it was too little too late. North Melbourne. I took a risk again. I thought maybe at Blundstone they'd beat the Giants. I was wrong. Pretty good win for the Giants, really, to win there. Essendon, I got correct against Carlton, but Carlton have been pretty hopeless, so it would have been just my luck to get that wrong, though. And I tipped Collingwood against Melbourne. I went based off Collingwood normally beat Melbourne, especially in the Kings Birthday game in recent years, and on top of that, they lost once this season. They have a knack of winning, but I was wrong there. I'm not angry about being wrong there because I think it's better for the competition if Melbourne won that game. When you consider Collingwood could have been so far ahead of third place, it's crazy. Hello AFL Legend, how are you doing? Hello BF8. Hello Hyper47. Hello. You can't believe Melbourne won. You went to the game. You even tipped Collingwood as a Leeds supporter. You tipped Hawthorn. Oh, you took the right risk with Hawthorn. I took all the wrong risks. I tipped Sydney, Bulldogs, and North Melbourne, and for what? I got nothing out of it. So yeah, trust West Coast to be bad. That's the only thing that's saving me, really. But they are atrocious, aren't they? They're really bad, like really bad. But yeah, the 2 I got wrong were the losing team was just not very good. So yeah, that says a lot, I think. But I just want to point out, same amount of 4 wins each, Carlton and Hawthorn. That's really funny. That's really funny. And it's Carlton Hawthorn in round 15, I think. I think we got a bye round next, and then we play Carlton. No, this is our no. Yeah, our bye rounds are yeah. No, sorry, our bye rounds are around 14. Yeah, Hawthorn v Carlton in round 16. That's going to be fun. So yeah, let's tip round 14. Obviously, only the 6 games. Should be quite interesting. I will hopefully be live for Thursday, Friday, and then Richmond St Kilda. Hopefully I'll be live. I'm working all 3 days, but hopefully I'll be alright. I've been alright this week, but yeah. Here's my prediction for the grand final. Who do I think's winning the Wooden Spoon? Spoon's definitely West Coast. I can't see anyone like. I don't think they'll. They might not get another win, if we're being honest. You went the same except you got the Giants. Prediction for the grand final. That's too hard to predict. It's so unpredictable. So I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. You never know nowadays. Swans 0 chance against the Lions. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Right. This might be an interesting tipping round, actually. Some interesting games here. Right, I'm going to go with Port Adelaide to beat Geelong, but I predict a close game. Fairly close. 13 points. Brisbane to beat Sydney. Richmond to beat St Kilda. Western Bulldogs to beat North. Those are the ones I'm sure about. Carlton, you can't really trust Carlton. Gold Coast have been playing better really last few rounds. But I might still tip Carlton. So I've got a feeling they might win this game. I could be wrong. What's Gold Coast record like in the MCG? Do they ever win there? That's a genuine question. I'm genuinely curious. Do I think Geelong's making the finals? I still believe they can, but at the moment they need to pick it up immediately. But they got a very tough fixture list, like really hard. They've got quite the list. They've got Port Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney. They can win. Okay, Sydney and North they can do that, and then they got Essendon. That is a GMHBA in fairness. Brisbane at the Gabba, Freo, Port Adelaide again, Collingwood, St Kilda, Western Bulldogs. Okay, it's not as hard as I imagined it, but it's still pretty tough, especially with the next two. So yeah, it's gonna be problems for them. I think if they make it, they'll be like around here, somewhere around here. But like these teams, they flip flop quite a lot. Like they lose plenty, they win plenty. So Freo as well, not consistent. Gold Coast, you never know. Richmond, who knows? They can make a surge, but all of these teams are unpredictable. So Geelong definitely still have a chance of doing it. Both Saturday's games called could go either way. Could go, yeah, they could go either way, but I think we should have beat St Kilda. If I tip Carlton, set myself up for a disaster. Yeah, but Gold Coast ain't as reliable as we might think. If they're at home, yeah, I'd have picked them, 100%. You think Gold Coast is the third worst record? You'd obviously Brisbane have worse. Could be wrong, if not fourth worst. Gold Coast have won 4 games at the G. Last one was Collingwood 2021. I'll go Carlton win. Alright, Carlton win and Giants win. So I got to go for at least one team that's a bit more unlikely. But, you know, that's definitely a game Freo could lose. You know, they lose games they should win. That's actually the most Freo thing ever. So maybe I've not taken as much of a risk as I think I have. But, yeah, also the Giants aren't as bad as I thought they were. Yeah, they're still 14th and they're not going to do anything special. But they look competitive in a lot of games, even when they lose. So I think for sure against Freo they can pull it off. So yeah, confident, definitely could happen. Quietly confident, not confident, but I'm doing it anyway, and confident. So yeah, Adelaide picked more goals for Eagles than Carlton have in the last 4 weeks. That's quite something. Comps. I'm 16th now. I was winning this comp like 3 weeks ago. You know how badly you have to do to go that far down. To be fair, no one here got more than 5 at the top anyway. Anyone got higher than 5? A lot of people. I mean, to be fair, there was 8 games, but still. That's crazy. No wonder he stopped. He got 5. Everyone got 2 3s and 4s here. And then in the rankings, someone's got 88. Like how? Just how? So yeah, there you go. Surely it cannot look worse than this. Like surely this will not turn out as bad as this. I'll probably get more than 2 in this as well. says ladder prediction. I made 3 videos on that already this season. I made a ladder prediction video, a ladder predictor for the whole season, and another ladder predictor like 2 weeks ago. So you can check those out. Your tips: Port, Lions, Giants, Richmond, Gold Coast, Bulldogs. You tipped against Carlton every game in the losing streak. Well, the losing streak might end here, I think. But I could be wrong. I think Gold Coast, Gold Coast are playing better, and they could beat them. But I'm just going off their MCG record. It's not that good. Like, I don't even remember them winning there. And as you mentioned, their last win was in 2021 against Collingwood, which was a good win and impressive win in fairness. But I don't trust. I don't have enough faith in Gold Coast. Pretty much anyone up to anyone from 13th down and Gold Coast. Yeah, everyone from 11th down apart from Richmond, I reckon, could beat Carlton. Carlton could beat the MCG, I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So yeah, we shall see how this goes down. But again, it cannot be worse than this. So this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.